all. Okay, I have to start this by giving you a little background information on me and videos. So first off, for those of you who don't know, I'm a grade 7 teacher. And of course, all of my students are on YouTube and came across my channel with my videos on them. And they made me promise not to make any more videos because they said that I'm not me in them. And they said if I were like that in my classroom, that they would be bored. So they told me that my goal was to attempt to do a video and be myself in it and not somebody else. So I will today. Okay, so first off, I have been addicted to the new Project Life by Stampin' Up. Not just for memory keeping, but card making too. So I'm going to show you today how quickly you can put together a card using the bits and pieces in here. Okay, so anyone who knows me as well would also know I'm color challenged. So I love the fact that when you get these, they come, everything's kind of set out, organized, coordinated by color. There's not a lot of thinking to do. But I don't know about you, but by the time I sit down at night to create, there's not a lot of brain capacity left. So first off, in the box, what you'll find is you've got your 4x6 cards, and then you've got your 3x4 cards. And then something specific to Stampin' Up! Project Life is these 4x4 cards. They're amazing. Awesome for the memory keeping process, but also really cool if you are a card maker. I also have bought the accessory pack for each one. So I've got the washi tape and the little extra bits that go with it. And they've got some gorgeous stickers in this set as well. So there's letter stickers, there's sayings, there's just some other really pretty ones. So what I did really quickly was I cut a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half on my long side at 5.5 and then scored it at 4.25. So there's my card base. Then I have got a mat that is 4 by 5.25. Then I just took one, for example, here's a 4x6 Project Life card. And I just took one of my 4x6 Project Life cards and I cut him down, and he is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I just did that so that it would mat nicely on my card front. And then the next thing I did was I took one of the 3x2 cards, and my 3x2 card I did cut down just slightly, 3x4 cards. He's been cut down to 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. And purely because I wanted to give him a mat, and I didn't want it to get too big and overpower the card. So I've also cut a piece of silver foil paper exactly the same size as the standard smaller Project Life cards. So it's a 3x4, okay? I have a 13-year anniversary with my hubby coming up next week, so I thought this was kind of a good time to get a card done. He's away. So this one says, "You're my greatest adventure." Okay, so let's see how quickly we can get this bad boy put together. So I am a snailer. I'm not a Tombow girl. Not because it's not a good product, but purely because I end up a sticky mess and I get it everywhere. I know a lot of people do like Tombow because they have some slide around time kind of once they've got things adhered. Oh, you'll notice back of my Project Life card, this of course isn't centered anymore because I did cut my card, but there's gorgeous sayings or designs on both sides of the card, so both sides are usable. This one says, "If I were a flower," and then obviously it's not rowing wild, it's growing wild and free. I'd want it if you to be my sweet honeybee. Yeah, not something I'd use, but that's okay. Because I would use the other side, and that's what I found. If there is a card that's not my style, the other side is often perfect for what I'm looking for. I just realized that I'm doing a black and white card on a gray countertop, so that's a little difficult for you to see, but you can see it here. I've just matted that card there. I'm the dimensional queen. I don't know how my cards ever make it through the mail. I'm huge on making things stick up. So you'll notice I won't leave, I always put one in the middle too so that it doesn't sag. Not that it would sag, I'm not sure why. I just like it because I am a type A and it needs to be balanced somehow underneath. Now I've also got the, what's it called? Silver 1/8 of an inch ribbon. I took this out because although I grabbed a Project Life kit, there's some awesome other products that would coordinate with it in my collection. So I am going to use a piece of that, and I will just Okay, we'll put... Okay, let's try that again. Now that you missed my video editing because I did my knot too loose and I had to untie it, I will try that one more time. Can't remember which, there's an anniversary. Is it 25 that you use silver for? Yeah, we're not there. We will be, but we're not yet. Okay, better. Still not super tight, but it'll do. I'm supposed to be doing a fast card. Okay, there. Ta-da. Ta-da. It's going to end up getting slid to the side. And I'm going to tuck you. Oh, can she do it? Okay, so I have a full-on type A personality. I have a super hard time letting things hang off of cards. I have a super hard time letting things tip on cards. But I am going to get crazy, and I am going to let my sentiment on the front tip slightly to the side. Okay. Yes, more dimensionals. And yes, I have to stick one in the middle. This is the part that I have trained my little boys to do, is to walk around with a vacuum when I'm done and suck up all my little dimensional bits. Okay, can she do it? Can she stick this on the card? Tipped. Oh, and she's crazy. Okay, so that one's on. And we've got the little bow off to the side. And now that I know where my bow is going, I will stick that last one on the back. And I'll center this. I'm hoping I'm not getting my head into this shot. If you could see my setup right now, I think you'd have a laugh. I'm using an open cupboard in my craft room to rest my iPhone on. Okay, so we've got kind of the base for the card here. I'm happy with it. The only thing I did do was I went ahead and on these little stickers, I did stamp on one of them. Now, that little saying, "I love us," is from an upcoming stamp set that you will be seeing very soon. Can't show it to you yet. But now that I've stamped it, I don't feel like it's the right one. Not the right sentiment. It is. I do love us. But I don't feel like the gray is the right color on my card. So I think that maybe I will just grab one of these little spotted banners, because they seem to match the pattern that I have already done down on the bottom of the card. I just have to get that on. Sorry, I didn't mean to stick that right up in your face. Okay, so put that one on, and then I feel like it also needs a little, should I put a heart on him? Let's get crazy here. Nope, doesn't do it, dies. Okay, let's see. Where else could we put it? I don't know if it needs it now. Am I allowed to change my mind? Can I leave it? Anyway, here we go. So, You're My Greatest Adventure, and a really quick and easy card. And for those of you who said, oh, I don't do memory keeping, I'm not going to do albums of my bird or my dog or my husband, you don't need to be a memory keeper to put these Project Life kits to use. They're great for cards too. So, quick, easy card and a quick use for your Project Life kits. Hope you like it. Oh, and by the way, this one was called Love Story. Okay?